I think my wife is hiding something in the freezer. My wife and I got married right out of high school. Everyone told us it was a mistake. 5 years later, we were still together, living in a small trailer on the edge of town. It wasn't much, but it was ours. Then we found out she was pregnant. Not with one baby, twins. At first, she seemed excited. Then something changed. She became angry all the time. She'd go from laughing to screaming in seconds. I figured it was stress, maybe hormones, maybe the fear of becoming a parent. But even after the babies were born, it only got worse. We had a little boy named Jackson and a little girl named Roxanne. I loved those kids more than anything. My wife didn't seem to feel the same way. Whenever they cried, she'd lose control. Sometimes she'd scream right in their faces. I'd step in and we'd end up fighting for hours. Then she started blaming me, saying I wasn't making enough money, that I needed a better job, a promotion, a raise, anything. So I started working longer hours, then longer. Eventually I was pulling 14-hour shifts every day. I barely saw my family anymore, but it still wasn't enough. Every time I came home, my wife looked worse. Her hair was a mess, dark circles under her eyes. She looked exhausted, like she hadn't slept in weeks. I wanted to help her, but I couldn't afford to stop working. Then one day, I came home to complete silence. No crying, no laughter, no TV, nothing. The house felt wrong, like something was missing. I called out for my wife, and she answered immediately. "Down here, darling." Her voice came from the basement. There was something strange about it, too cheerful, almost forced. I walked toward the basement stairs, and that's when I saw it. Blood. 2 long streaks running down the steps. My heart immediately started pounding. I started moving faster. Then I heard metal rattling, chains, locks, something heavy moving below me. When I reached the bottom, I froze. My wife was standing beneath a single light. Her nightgown was covered in blood, and behind her sat the large meat freezer, wrapped in thick chains, locked shut. My wife slowly turned toward me, smiling, but it wasn't her smile anymore. It looked wrong, like she was pretending to be human. I could barely get the words out. "Honey, where are the kids?" For a moment, she just stared at me. Then she started laughing. Quiet at first, then louder and louder, until she was practically crying from laughter. Finally, she wiped her eyes, looked directly at me, and said, "Oh, you know, I'm sure they're around here somewhere." And then, she slowly placed her hand on the freezer. Follow for more.